It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard You Can Still Rock in America, some Night Ranger there, and we just heard Badlands, The Streets Cry Freedom, and a guy who knows all about freedom, who went and served this country for our freedom, my friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on there, Chris?
I am sober this week. How about that?
You're sober this week.
I'm sober.
Well, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah. Well, it's better than last week where I came in absolutely blitzed.
Well,
so
you know what? It was a night off. You could go out and enjoy yourself.
Well, boy, did I.
And you did. Well,
I did. It was fun.
Well, I see that a couple of our very astute listeners in the CMS chat room picked up there was a theme to the music selection opening the show tonight.
Okay.
And I tell you what, I've been on a personal high this week, looking at all the fucking nonsense going on in this country with Virginia and this fucking Michael Bloomberg and these assholes out here that are just out there destroying what this country is all about. Then I saw Caitlin Bennett down there on the Akron University campus this week talking to these asswipes in college. So I was in such a mood today that I had to leave the house.
Okay.
And this is what I left the house for.
Oh, you bought a new gun, huh?
I got a new one. I got an FM Herstal FNX-45, pal.
Hey, don't shoot me. Shit.
Because the streets cry freedom.
All right, cock that bitch back unless it's loaded. I don't want it going off, but is it loaded?
No, of course not.
Cock that son of a bitch right on the camera. Since we can't show any of this on YouTube anyway.
Right.
There we go. Oh, nice. All right. Fuck yeah. Look at that beast.
15 rounds, pal.
That motherfucker put a lot of holes in somebody. Holy smokes. I'm scared with you pointing that thing at the camera.
You
Bullet
like?
Might come through my camera.
You like?
I like that one. What'd that set you back? Grand?
No. $850.
That ain't bad. Not bad at all, man. $850?
$850.
I need one of those for the other hand in case somebody ever comes in.
So, I went to a couple places today. I went to Cabela's, and I also went to Bass Pro Shop.
Okay.
The gun counters at both places were absolutely packed to where you had to take a number. No, seriously, they literally had one of those number scrolls out there.
People seeing this cunt fuck Bloomberg with his gun fucking control nonsense and are racing to get their guns, right?
That's absolutely true. In fact, I asked the guy who sold me that one, I said, have you seen an uptick in gun sales? He goes, oh, absolutely. He says, we've been packed.
Huh?
Packed.
They must love Michael Bloomberg.
It's just like, what the fuck happened to this country?
Well, hey, good for the gun people, which I am one of, but good for the gun owners or the gun store owners for making some coin right now.
Yeah, no kidding. That's called capitalism and commerce, which is what made this country great, Bernie Sanders.
And the more they're selling right now, the harder it's going to be to take the fucking guns.
Exactly.
Keep buying them. I'm going to go buy one. I'm going to go buy one this week.
Well, there you go. Now you see exactly how it was feeling today.
I see you with one. Now I want to go get one.
There you go. There you go. So it's just like I see this jag-off, this Bernie Sanders. I cannot believe that there are people who actually live in this country that have the freedom and the liberty that we have that would actually vote for an old red like Bernie Sanders.
Well, it's because they don't know any better.
It's just, I cannot believe it. It is so hard for me to even fathom to say, yeah, take my freedom, take my liberty. Tell me how much money I can make. Tell me where I can live. Give me a monthly stipend.
You know why they feel that way, dude? Because when they hear somebody like me or you say that, they're like, okay, boomer, you don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
They've never had to be fucking responsible. They've never had to have responsibility. They've never had to earn for themselves. And therefore, they don't know the good feeling of being successful, of having your own success. All they know is that they went and fucking sat 5 of 7 innings on their local baseball team every summer and got handed a trophy anyway for showing up. You know, that's what they know. They know participation trophies. They know that nobody can ever say, no, dude, you fucking suck. They know that they're patted on the head instead. So Bernie Sanders or Bloomberg or anybody that's a fucking lefty fuck, what are they preaching? They're preaching everybody should be treated well. Everybody should be included. Everybody should be told how good they are. Everybody should be equal. Nobody should make more money than anybody else. Nobody should have to work. Nobody should have to pay for their college. Nobody should have to pay for their housing. Everybody should get the GI Bill, even if they didn't serve their military. Everybody should be given everything. And if that's how you were raised, then you just fucking go along with the guy that says, well, that's what I'm going to keep handing you. Now that you're out and now that you're not a kid anymore, I'll be your daddy. I'll be your mom. And I'll continue to coddle you the way you've grown up loving it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I get it. But boy, I'll tell you what, it's just hard for me to believe that anyone who actually lives here and participates in this country and has the ability to go out and earn and walk these streets. I walked into Bass Pro Shop today with a pocket full of money. I don't do credit cards, as you're aware.
Right.
And I thought, you know what? I earned a shitload of money last year. I paid for everything in cash. And I thought, you know what? I have the freedom to walk up to this gun counter, go, yeah, I'll take that one there. Fill out a little security question form because I'm not a felon, because I'm not a lawbreaker, because I can own a gun legally,
right?
And I can walk out of there within 30 minutes with a brand new handgun like this.
Yeah.
And I go, isn't this country great? Look, I just walked in and bought a brand new handgun, no questions. Well, I shouldn't say no questions asked. Questions asked that were answered, and I walked out of there.
Yeah. Did you buy rounds too?
I did. I bought two boxes of 50 rounds.
Okay.
And a nice cleaning kit.
So how many people were shot by that gun on the way home?
Not a one.
Not a single one. You can't be serious.
Not a one.
I thought if you bought a gun, that automatically made you a crazy lunatic that went shooting people.
Well, there was a time that I was right on the outskirts of Gary, and it did jump off the seat, and it was waving around in the window, and I go, "Sit down, gun! Sit down! What are you doing?
Stop loading yourself!
Yeah, quit it! He calmed down once I hit the portage line, though.
Get back in the trunk where you belong.
Yeah, he sat back down in the box and he apologized and said, "I'm sorry," and but it was okay because we went and had lunch together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you concealed carrying?
No, I was not. I did not take it into the place.
You take it with you? Order it at dinner?
I did. I ordered it the best filet mignon. Said, look, you live in a great country. You get to have a nice filet mignon for lunch.
I'll take the weapon filet special for him.
Exactly.
And one for me as well, sir, or ma'am, or whatever I'm supposed to call you today, they.
So it was a great celebration of freedom and liberty today, and I encourage anyone else out there who has those beliefs to go out there and exercise yours as well.
Very nice.
So, yes, there was a theme to the show, and I salute Kendall, and I salute Mary, and I salute Sal in the chat room for picking up on that pretty quickly.
Well, there you go. Way to pay attention, folks.
So, yeah. So that's where my mind was this week.
Very good. Now you got to buy, you know what you got to do, though, just in case, is buy a couple off the books and, like, bury them in your backyard or something. Just in case.
Yeah, you never know.
Just in case they come and storm your house and you can't get to yours quick enough to shoot somebody and take a bullet in the head to be done with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got to have something in the backyard or something just in case.
Yeah. Well, the only time I ever put them up is on the day the cleaning ladies are coming.
Right.
I always lock them up the day that they come. So otherwise, I don't have a safe. I do have a safe place to put them, though. Well,
look at you. Look at you, Mr. Gun Nut.
And just exercising my freedom.
You're just a lunatic.
Yeah, that's me.
You're a part-time lunatic. Apparently, I'm like the full-blown lunatic because not only do I own guns, but I also served in the military. Isn't that also a strike against you now?
Well, absolutely, because you definitely have something wrong with you.
Yeah, because I served my country. That makes me a fucking asshole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck these cocksucking lefty fuckbags.
Now you're feeling it. Are you feeling it, Chris? Are you feeling it?
Dude, I felt it forever.
I know, but have I reinvigorated that feeling?
I always have it. I just don't talk about it as much as forever. Let it come to my door, and you'll see that I still feel it. You'll see. Believe me, every push-up I ever did will come out enraged because I will absolutely die before I will give up any of the fucking freedoms.
Yeah.
Not any of them.
Yep.
You know, it's so ridiculous today. Some of the freedoms we're willing to give up are amazing to me. And I see the freedoms, people always say there's nothing going on and there's, they're not taking your freedoms or whatever. But it's these little things that they're doing, that they're getting away with, that are leading to the big things.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's always just chip away at the stone. Mm-hmm. Nothing that you notice at first, just a little chip there, a little chip there. And before you know it, you have a monument to socialism.
Yeah. Well, it's like this week, I bought my ticket to go out to San Francisco in a month or whatever it is for Nalbandian State.
Right.
And I had to go because I had heard something about it, but I really hadn't paid any attention to it. I had to check to see if I had to go get a different driver's license.
Yeah, well, that starts in October, the real October. ID.
Yeah, which, obviously I don't have to yet. But, because I'm due for a driver's license this year, I wanted to make sure, that I didn't, I didn't want to drop $1,500 on a fucking plane ticket and then not be able to get on the plane.
Well, that's wise.
I was trying to be smart there. But I started thinking about it and I was like, all right, so now in order to, people are just like, oh, it's just a different license. It's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal because it's fucking the same as 1940s Germany.
Yeah, where's your papers?
Where's your papers? You can't cross your state line. You can't travel. 'Cause, right now it's planes. But damn well it's gonna eventually, it's planes now to go back and forth within the country. And it's also, now you have to have a passport where you didn't have to have one before to go to Mexico or
Canada.
Canada. That's what I mean. It's these little pieces. It's enveloping us. It's pushing us in. It's taking away our freedom to do the shit that we used to do.
Yeah, we're tracking you, pal.
Yeah, and that's and before long, it's funny you bring up the tracking, and I'm going to sound all Alex Jones here, but I don't care. All of these little things will end up getting merged into you have to have all these different things, or you can just get a fucking chip.
Yeah.
Get a chip in your arm and they could just scan it and you're on your way. It's the easy pass of being a human. That's what they're building toward, is easy passing a human being.
Yeah, well, more or less. And, over in, what was it they did the test market. It was in Sweden or something where they do have the chip over there. It's just, and people are paying their bills with the chip. And, they walk into Starbucks and they scan your little rice-sized chip under your skin and you pay for your shit. That's just one step away from the government saying, okay, we're shutting your money off, we're shutting your passport off, we're shutting this off, and you can't go anywhere. Now you're a prisoner.
Yeah. You know what else is controlled by chips and doesn't have guns? Livestock. That's what they're trying to make you. Livestock. They're trying to corner you so that you you can't have a weapon. You can't make your decisions. You can't decide where you're going to go unless you have the papers or the chip in your arm or whatever the fuck. That's what it's leaning toward. And people are too fucking, I don't even want to say dumb, because they're not dumb. They're just lazy.
Yeah, they're just willing to accept it and go, oh, well, I guess that's how it is now.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight that. That would be bad. Go fuck yourselves, you fucking stupid, lazy fucks. If you're 20 and you're accepting it, you're a cunt. And you're going to get what you enjoy. You're going to get it. Go watch some slavery videos if you can find some that haven't been cleansed and see what's in your future. You fucking dicks.
Yep. Okay, boomer.
Yeah? Oh, fine. I'm a boomer. I don't give a fuck. The day I worry about what somebody labels me will be the first day.
Yeah.
You know, it cracks me up, the people that get offended by that. People our age. And they're mad that young people call them boomer or some shit. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares? Why do you care what some fucking $8 an hour cocksucker that works at McDonald's calls you? Who gives a shit? Why does that bother you?
Yeah. Well, I had to laugh because Caitlin Bennett being the brave. She's 25 years old. She's what, like 5'1" or something like that. She's just this little petite gal. Mm-hmm. And she goes down on these hostile environments, these campuses and these rallies and this and that, you know, and she goes out there and talks to people. And it is, it's just absolutely sickening where she's out there on a campus, and one of these guys that Jericho Green talks about, these weak, slump-shouldered little sissies who walk by, and she goes, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" "No, I don't like you." "Well, you don't even know me. Why don't you like me?" "'Cause nobody likes you," as they scurry away like a little faggot. You know, they scurry away from her like, you know, just like a little pussy, man. It's just like, why are you running away from a voluptuous, beautiful woman?
And that's the thing. In our day, if a hot chick with those big cans came at you, you'd listen to her talk about anything.
Exactly.
Anything. I mean, that's the girl that you would sit there and listen to just fucking reading you children's books. You would literally sit for hours just hoping you could get those titties. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. She's out there, you know, she's a cute girl. You know, she's cute. And as you said, she's got big boobs and she's kind of fun. And these wimpy guys just walk by and they scurry away. They run away the other direction like she's got like some kind of coronavirus or something. Nobody likes you.
Why wouldn't you just have fun with her? Hey, you know, I'll answer your questions when you show me how you polish that gun. Just stuff like that. Just say something like that and see if she plays along too.
Yeah.
Throw it back. If you really don't like her, throw it back at her.
Yeah.
You know, don't be such a fucking pussy. You know, "Oh, God, you might say something that makes me look silly. I don't want to look stupid." Somebody that might know my mother's father's best friend's sister might see that on YouTube.
And I like the fact that she gets surrounded by all these kids holding up their cell phones filming. Yeah. And she goes, "Get a good picture, kids. Get a good picture. The paparazzi is here. Go ahead, take your pictures," you know.
Meanwhile, if you look at what she does, I got news for you, you fucking dumbbells. She's an internet superstar. That's her job. That's what she does. She's an internet sensation. Her deal is to be on YouTube.
Right.
That's exactly her deal. You're helping, you dummies.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that the revulsion of especially the girls.
Yeah.
"Oh, you're that gun girl." I mean, they're just so disgusted and so revolted. You know, it's just like, what the hell is wrong with you? And if you ever look at these girls, they're the ones who are usually overweight and they're not very attractive. And, you know, they've got that, I don't know, they got that thing about them that you just look at them and you go, yeah.
Like, faggot.
You just, it's just weird, but just the disgust in their voice. "Oh, you're that gun girl.
You guys are mean.
Yeah, how dare you speak up for freedom and liberty and exercise your right to conceal carry or open carry? How dare you?
You don't belong here. Go away."
Exactly.
Go away and don't come back.
Yeah.
"They told us you're bad in my poli-sci class." Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, what kills me is she always does it like 10 minutes from my fucking house, too.
I think she does.
Which makes me absolutely nauseous that there's that many fucking faggots that close to me.
Yep.
Ugh, I don't have enough bullets. I just don't have enough bullets.
You know, the funny thing is that I went down to Akron University and visited our good friend CMS Mikey a couple of times.
Sure.
And it's just funny because when I was walking around the campus with him, you know, the looks and the stares that I got was like, who's that fucking guy? You know, it's just the look, almost the look of like,
yeah.
Ooh, you know, is he here to kill us?
Yeah.
I gotta find my safe space.
It's the rock and roll death man coming out in the street. I'll bet he has a gun with him.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, I bet you he has a gun. But yet, here I have my collection, and not one of them has killed anybody. I wonder how that happened.
I think you're just hiding something. Your guns have to have killed somebody.
They had to have.
I mean, you have guns. That automatically means they've killed people.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because it's always the gun's fault.
Yeah. Well, if you're a subscriber to CMS TV, you'll get to see the new find. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed to the live studio cams, you can do that and see what Chris and I are talking about. So go over there and get it.
And if you're a YouTube subscriber, you'll never see them because those fags will take it right off off the video because you're not allowed to have guns anymore on your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I just broke the golden rule.
Well, it's not on YouTube yet.
Yeah.
I didn't take my chance of getting yet another video suspended and thrown off of YouTube. I mean, we only had 2 taken down this week.
Only 2.
Week. Only 2 this week.
And they were from like 15 years ago.
Fucking YouTube.
I know. Isn't that unbelievable?
They're unreal, dude. Dude, everything now is flagged. Every day I get another thing that's flagged. You know, this week's the main flagging this week was because I put the link to the Pornhub.
Oh yeah. You told me about that
in there. So and this was interesting because you want to talk about what kind of control they have over guiding the message. I looked at the like they tell you what the error is or what the problem is, and it said that we were promoting pornography. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like, listen to the words of the content, not necessarily the link, you dick fucks. But so I looked it up, and they had found a way on that video. They didn't take that video down, but they found a way to block that link in the description.
Is that right?
So they literally can control by the keystroke what you do or don't say about your own video. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
You know, so needless to say, so I took the Pornhub description out and they posted the video, but reposted it. But, you know, we're short-term. We are short-timers on YouTube.
Well, you know, we're pretty small fish. You know, we're not even on their radar.
Yeah, no, they'll never fuck with us.
Yeah.
We're not a problem at all.
You're not even on their radar.
Yeah. No, Assfire, I turned the comments off on YouTube. The reason I did is because YouTube is now saying that they're going to hold us responsible for your comments. So I had to turn them off because I'm not going to spend, you know, we have 4,500 videos at this point. There's no way am I going to police them all.
Right.
I'm just not going to do it. So, you know, anybody that wants to comment on our videos, and I'll say this to everybody, anybody that wants to comment and say, you know, you want to say hateful, heinous shit to us, want to say that I'm a fat piece of shit that deserves to die, and Neeley's a fucking old, outdated boomer fuck, you know, all the normal shit that you guys always say. If that's what you want to say, go to BitChute. You can comment. Your comments are uncensored on BitChute. Go there and comment. But as far as YouTube, I'm not going to turn the comments back on because I'm not going to be responsible for it. I'm trying to hold the channel online until I get all the videos off, which is probably going to take me the better part of this year. If I could get all the videos off, then I don't give a shit what happens to YouTube. But, you know, for now, I have to keep it on, at least for the minute. Sucks.
Yep. Well, again, I'm glad I still have this show and this outlet to be able to voice these thoughts and comments.
Of course.
And, I think that a majority of the people in our chat room are probably on board with that thought process as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scrolling through the chat real quick here and looking at all the memes in there.
Yeah. Lots
of hot Caitlin Bennett pictures in there.
A lot of big tits on Miss Bennett. That's for damn sure.
I see all these hot chicks with go. I see Millie Weaver in there too.
Which one is Millie Weaver?
She's on the Alex Jones channel. She's got the blonde hair.
Is she the one with the yellow glasses with the giant tits with the panda?
I gotta swing through here and take a look.
It was posted by James McCormick.
Yeah.
Does she have big tits and a real skinny waist?
Yeah, she's another good looking one. I can't.
This girl looks pretty goddamn good. Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway. So go out there and enjoy your liberty and your freedom. Exercise that bitch. Go out there and get yourself a gun.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, just
I can't let you have all the fun.
Well, you know what? It was just my finger to the face of these people in Virginia and this Bloomberg and this Bernie Sanders and all these cocksuckers out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was chatting with Sammy Lee today.
Okay.
And they were on their way down to Asheville, North Carolina. They're playing with Y&T tonight.
Oh, nice. That's a good gig.
And we were kind of talking, and he was just chit-chatting with me because they were on the road, and he just needed something to break up the monotony.
Okay.
And we were just talking and stuff, and I said, well, I had to go get some tires on my car today, and I was up early. I had to be at the place at 9 this morning on a Saturday to get this all done.
Right.
And so I was out of there a little after 10. I thought, well, it's early day. I'm already up. I'm already dressed, showered, so I might as well go out and do something today. I said, I'm going to go out among the people and see who I can hate on today.
Right.
And he says, yeah, I'm riding in the front seat with Larry, and Larry says he hates people now too. And I said,
that guy hates people. He loves everybody.
I know, but I guess he's to the point now where he hates a lot of people too.
Dude, we all hate the younger generation. That's really what it is.
Well, so
our generation.
Yeah, so I said, well, I'm going to see what pisses me off today, the first thing that pisses me off. So get this, my car, right? I love my car.
Sure.
And it was washed, had brand new tires on it today. I'm out there. It was a sunny day. It might have been a little cool, but it was sunny. And I was just like, yeah, I'm out here cruising, listening to the CMS podcast. I'm feeling good. I got some money in my pocket. I'm feeling upbeat. So I go over to Cabela's, which is a fairly large store, right?
Okay.
So because it was the weather was nice and stuff, I parked my car way out away from everybody in the parking lot. I mean, I'm talking 25 spaces further out than the last car that's parked closest to the building.
Okay.
I'll be goddamned if I didn't come out of that store and there was a Honda CRV parked right next to me. There was all these empty spaces between my car and the next group of cars. And this fucking guy parked right next to my car. Right next to it. Not one space away, right next to it.
Oh, yeah. That's the guy that comes stand right next to you at the urinal. Yeah. Same guy.
Well, you know what made me think? You ever see, you of course, you've seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, right?
Yeah, of course.
So he jumps out of the car to take a piss, and this guy walks up and starts pissing on the same bush in the middle of the night. And he goes, why are you pissing here? Is this your bush? Do you own this bush? Remember that scene?
Yep.
And it's just like, dude, you got the whole woods, and you got to stand here next to me. It's like,
well, yeah. Dude, that's why he parked next to your car. You can't have that spot all to yourself.
I was just like, dude, there's like 25 spaces between my car and the next group of cars, and you had to park right here? Are you kidding
Maybe
me?
it's because you think you're so fucking entitled, Neeley, that you get all that space.
Yeah, but I walked the additional distance from the parking lot to the store just so I could be away from everyone.
I'm sure he walked as well. Don't be so entitled, boomer.
I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. I mean, if it was like the new Corvette that I saw in the chat room tonight, maybe I'd give it a break. But a Honda CR-V, are you kidding me?
A fucking $12,000 car.
And you parked in the space right directly next to my car?
And what would have been great if we would have parked too close to where you couldn't get in.
Exactly.
That would have been the best if you came out and you couldn't get into your car and there's like 40 spaces open.
Yeah. I see James 16 posted a picture of it looks like a Buick Regal Grand National in the
Right.
Chat room. I used to own one of them. It actually got stolen. Yeah, look at that. Look at that little graphic that Doc in 2020 put in there. That's exactly what I'm afraid of right there.
It is.
Just watching that car back up and ram That's exactly what I can imagine happening in that Cabela's parking lot.
Right.
So, of course, that was the first one. Fucking people suck. Why did you have to park here?
So you came out of there and went and bought a gun, huh?
Yeah, I did. I drove right down to Bass Pro Shop after leaving there, and I walked out with this 45.
Nice. Funny.
Yeah. And then I went and had lunch at the Quaker Steak and Lube.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was a me day, pal.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
It was
It is Valentine's Day after all.
Yeah, well, I have no Valentine, so I had to go treat myself.
Well, it's the best one to treat anyway. Cost you less hassle. That's
Exactly. Doesn't talk back.
Yeah. Doesn't complain about the gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you didn't complain once about the gift you gave yourself.
Not at all.
Exactly.
I said, this is really for me? That's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, thanks.
How did you know?
I'm so glad you could afford that. Thank you.
That must have set you back quite a pretty penny.
Yeah.
And you did that just for me? And I said, yes, sir, I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. I fucking hate people. Hate them. Hate them. More and more dude, I'll give you an example. I had one phone call that I had to make on Friday. And it's to a customer. It's a customer that's been a long time customer. And I like this customer. It's not even somebody I don't like. But I knew all I had to do was make this phone call, and it was literally worth $3,000.
Okay.
Just had to make the phone call, play the game a little bit, take a credit card number for $3,000. And I knew it going in, right? I started thinking about that call at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't make the call until 1 o'clock in the afternoon because the thought of just having to deal with a person
right
weighed $3,000 of money. You know, I mean, that's where my brain is at now. I'm almost to the point that I have to hire a salesperson because I don't want to deal with people.
Right.
I'd rather give a salesperson, what would 20% of $3,000 be? $600? Is that right? I'd rather pay someone $600 to not have to make that phone call. That's where I'm getting to now. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you. Boy. Well, this is where we've devolved to.
Yeah, it is. A lot of fun, huh?
Yeah. Well, anyway, just I wanted to get all this off my chest and hopefully give everybody who listens to the show a little bit of a kick in the ass to get off your ass, get involved, pay attention to what's going on around you, get out and vote. After this whole debacle with this sham of impeachment, it's just
well,
like
now they're doing it again, aren't they? Didn't I see something today that they're firing up for another one?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's just like they are not going to let this president rest. They are going to try to destroy this administration. Every time they lose, they'll find another reason to try to pick a fight.
I still don't understand, though. What does it matter?
Because
if he has 10 impeachments, if he, just for the sake of argument, let's say he has 5.
Yeah.
Say they just keep going and keep going and keep going. And he gets 5 impeachments. Does that change anything?
Well, the thing is that they're trying to change the public perception. That's the whole thing. It's just like, well, you don't want to reelect an impeached president, do you? Look at this guy.
Yes.
He's a bad guy. Look at him.
Look at the alternative. The guy that fucking bankrupted his city and did such harrowing fucking political moves as outlawing straws. Fuck you. That guy's a fucking... And that's the front runner now, isn't it?
Who, Bloomberg?
Bloomberg.
Oh, yeah. He's dumping millions and $1 billion into buying his way into this presidential race. But, the guy is worth like $50 billion.
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten the text yet from the Bloomberg campaign?
No, absolutely not.
I've had the texts. I keep getting these texts about once a week saying, we have to fight back against Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, what has Trump done that is so bad? I wish somebody could tell me this. I don't, all I hear is just these, well, he's a fascist, he's a dictator, he's a this, and nobody ever cites anything specific.
Well, I don't know what he has done or hasn't done because I haven't followed along.
I know you haven't.
But I'll tell you what. My life hasn't gotten any bit worse during his 4 years. It got a lot worse during that fucking fuckstick communist fuck Obama's 8 years.
Yeah.
So the fact that things stabilized in my life and in my... Look, this week, today, literally ended right when the show started. I made the most money I've ever made in a single day today at Pinball PA. The most money I've ever made in a day on... What is today? February 15th of the 4th year of the Trump administration. So those of you that are talking about how he's wrecked the economy and he's hurting small business and all that, go and fuck yourself because he ain't hurting this small business. You know what my most successful weekend prior to this weekend was? Last weekend. So he ain't hurting me, and I'm a selfish fuck as I should be. And I don't care if he's hurt you. I don't care if you're upset about him and you're wearing a mask and throwing rocks through windows, you big bitches. Fuck you. I am a producer of jobs, and as a producer of jobs, I only give a fuck about what affects me.
And you know why Pinball PA was successful last week and this week?
Because people have money.
People have money in their pocket to spend.
Yeah. I mean, dude, on a normal, I'm not going to get into all the dollar values of it, but on a normal Saturday, we do roughly 26 to 30 sales in a day. That's families and parties, and it's all encompassing, but I get a tracker that tells me how many transactions that we did and, the amounts of money and how much per transaction and all that shit. Normal Saturday, between 26 and about 30, 35, somewhere in there. Today, 77.
There you go. More than double. Yeah.
More than double. Dude, I couldn't fucking believe it. And if people want to complain that Trump is fucking tanking small business and he's hurting business. Fuck you. I'm a small business. I'm that guy that makes under $1 million a year, which is good. Isn't that where the line is, or $2 million a year for small business?
Yeah.
Isn't that? Well, I'm way under that. I will say I'm way, way under the $2 million piece. That's for damn sure. But my business is thriving.
Yeah.
And it's thriving because people have money, and people are so, truthfully, 2 reasons. 1, people have money. Secondly, people are so sick and tired of turning on the news and seeing these fuckbags that just wreck their fucking day that they'll do anything to go and have some fun. That's why Pinball PA is doing well. That's why people are watching the fucking XFL like it's like, the Super Bowl every week. Because they don't have anything else to do that doesn't involve political shit. People don't want that. They just want to go and have some fucking fun for a minute.
Yeah.
And this guy ain't hurt my business. So, I'll vote for him again, and I don't even care. And I'll tell you straight up right now, you know where I'm going to get every little bit of information I'm ever going to get about this political cycle that's going to happen in the next 10 months?
Right here.
Right here from you, because I'll never watch a minute of it. I won't watch Newsy. I won't watch CNN. I won't watch fucking Fox News. I won't fucking be on Facebook anymore. I'm not going to hear anything. And if there's any sort of an option to pay to not have commercials on my TV, believe you me, I'll pay it. I will not engage in fucking hearing their horse shit. I won't. Fuck them. It's that simple.
Lock and load.
No, I've already got that handled.
So anyway, well, I didn't want to turn this into a whole political thing. I just want to encourage everybody who within the sound of my voice, whether you live here in this country or wherever it is that you live, go out there and exercise your freedom and liberty, assuming you have it. Don't give it up.
Yeah, for anybody, for any reason.
Exactly.
People a lot better than me fucking gave their lives for fucking fuck's sake so that you could do all the stupid shit you want to.
Exactly.
So go enjoy it.
Yep, I agree. All right, I say we take our first break.
All right.
And I'm going to play something that is not typical for the CMS, but I think that it's a very fitting song.
Okay.
I'm going to play some 9 Inch Nails.
What?
Head Like a Hole.
There you go. Perfect.
Bow down before the ones you serve
You're going
to get what you deserve.
Yeah, cunts.
Yeah. So this is all for all of you freedom haters out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bow down before the one you serve, you weak faggots.
Weak pussies.
Exactly. All right. Here's 9 Inch Nails exclusively here
on your classic metal show.